Hello everyone, this is your host Hitesh Bhatia and you are watching The Continuous Learning. Before I begin, I would request you to watch this video till the end, like this video and also subscribe to my channel by clicking on the bell icon. Being a trainer, I come across several resources who face performance related issues. Some of the resources are not able to comprehend what is being taught, while other resources are able to understand the concept but struggle a lot when it comes to explaining or expressing what have they understood. Recently, I was conducting an interview wherein I met a resource who had a very impressive resume in terms of the education and competencies, and he had everything we could ask for. Things went little weird when I started interacting with this resource. I asked all the simple questions what an interviewer would ask to understand the educational, family or work history, but all the responses which I was receiving were not at all representing what was mentioned in the resume. That made me little confused and I started rephrasing my questions. Also, I started providing him supportive statements so that he could complete his responses. Any question I asked, he would start with a positivity and quickly lose the confidence on his responses. Hence, none of the answers provided were complete. To be honest, I felt little pity, and out of curiosity, I asked how many interviews he had appeared for before coming to this one. His answer was 14. When I inquired further, I came to know that in all the interviews he appeared, he barely cleared the first introductory round. When we started interacting further, he accepted and he shared that his major trouble was his hesitation. According to him, he knows all the responses of the questions asked, but he stumbles as soon as he starts to deliver. He feels confused and suddenly he loses all his confidence. In some of the areas or in some of the interviews, he feels like running away just to save himself from the humiliation. What happened with this person is not a standalone or a unique incident. A lot of us face a similar issue in our lives with a certain situation. Some of us face a trouble or hesitation while speaking a non-native language, example English. Or some of us face hesitation while we have to speak in front of public or we have to deliver a speech in front of a larger group. The problem becomes more severe when an individual has an anxiety to be in a group, which is another level of hesitation. These are those kind of people which do not want to attend a group session or who do not want to be in public, which, as I said, is another step or another, severe level of hesitation. So, what is the root cause of hesitation? Why do we suddenly feel breathlessness while talking? Why do we suddenly lose confidence in front of others? Or, at max, why do we start searching for words when we have to deliver a response? There are two major reasons for hesitation. First, you are introvert by nature. Yes, it is true and a lot of us do not accept this point easily. Most of the introvert people would like to keep it to themselves and they do not open up easily. They face a challenge when you put them in a situation which is in front of a public or in front of someone who is asking questions, because that is when they start feeling uncomfortable. I would not say that all the introverts face hesitation, because I have seen in my own life, being a trainer or being into the training industry, I have seen both the examples wherein there are a lot of introvert people, those who do not like to gel up easily, but when they have to deliver something, they are perfect at it. On the other side, I have seen introvert people who face challenge when they have to deliver a response or when they are in a particular group. That is because that is entirely against their nature. These are those kind of introvert people who like to be limited. And when you put them in a public area or when you put them in a situation where they have to deliver responses, they start feeling that hesitation. These are those kind of people who face the maximum challenge while removing hesitation, because For that, they have to really open up and they have to be really quick in their responses. As you can understand, introvert people are very limited in nature. You ask a question and then they provide you a response which is very limited, which is not a very full-fledged response. Other people perceive it as hesitation, and that is where these people face challenge in order to change it. The second most common reason of hesitation is lack of confidence. Yes, that means that you are not confident. Now, I would like to divide lack of confidence into three further points. First, lack of confidence due to the lack of knowledge. That means you have less knowledge in terms of the subject you are going to deliver or you are going to be asked for. Second, you have lack of preparation, means you have not prepared yourself for an interview or for a speech or for a delivery, whatever you're going for. Third, you have a lack of confidence on your own skills, on your own delivery skills, or on your own speaking or language skills. In any of the ways, you will lose confidence generally. So, what happens when the hesitation strikes? Okay, so I would like to share my own example with you, because it is not that from day one I am into the training. I started my career as well as a fresher who was not aware about the industry and how it runs. I also felt hesitation at that time. Now, if I look back, I can actually define what hesitation is and how it works. So when you start hesitate, when you lose your confidence, then your mind starts playing a trick with you, that you start analyzing your own responses and start providing feedback to you. So your mind start becoming a self-critic. It becomes a critic for you, and your mind analyzes your responses and tell you, hey buddy, you're not going the way you want to. Your responses are not accurate. And that's what happens when you feel hesitated. Your self-critic in your mind becomes heavy on you. So when you are giving your responses in milliseconds, inside you're also thinking, oh my God, this response is not accurate, or this response is not what I thought of. So that's what happened. And that's exactly the place where you start losing your confidence quickly. It drains out your confidence, and the self-critic brings hesitation upon you. Now, when you become more confident, when you become more experienced, when you spend some time with yourself, in that case, what happens is this self-critic will always be there. It will not go away, but you will be able to manage it. You will be able to tap it. You will be able to control it, because at that time, you are heavy in terms of your confidence. You are heavy in terms of your rehearsal. You are heavy in terms of your preparation. So as soon as the critic comes up, you can say, hey, shut up, I can manage this and I know what I am saying. And that's exactly does not happen when you have lack of confidence, because hesitation comes heavy on you. So what should you do to remove hesitation? So if you are an introvert, or if you face challenge while delivering a speech or a response, or if you are a person who generally feels lack of confidence, which results in hesitation, whatever it is, there is one technique, one single technique I have for you, which you can practice day in and day out to improve in terms of your hesitation, or to remove your hesitation completely. That technique is known as draw. Yes, you got it correct. That is DRAW. So as in this video, we have understood what is hesitation, what are the most common reasons behind it, and I have also introduced a technique which is known as draw. In the next episode, I am going to explain what this technique is all about and how it will help you to ensure that you remove hesitation from your life forever. Thank you.